Hello and welcome back. Today, what's the future for Evolving Skies? Featuring the most expensive prop in history, an Evolving Skies booster box. We're not going to be opening this, unfortunately. This is, the wrap alone, I think is over $500. These little Pokeballs in the shrink wrap. But I am going to get a nice thumbnail here. The scissors, action shot. Apologies if you clicked on this to see an Evolving Skies opening, but we will be opening some Evolving Skies. An Evolving Skies binder. Who's excited? This is actually my chase for the set, was this guy, Gabaldor VMAX. So yeah, today, what's the future for Evolving Skies? So that box you just saw, I got that, I pre-ordered that box along with the second box for 185 Australian dollars. I think, well, that was each, including postage. So that's the first printing, old code card style, original Evolving Skies booster box. And it's crazy to look back on this set and opening this set back when packs were like a few dollars each. I love this jumper. It's one of my favorite holos. I feel like they're underrated, the Sword and Shield holos, especially now we're in the Scarlet and Violet with all the horrible, boring, flat holo. I kind of like these. This is my favorite one. So yeah, I bought Evolving Skies to open it, and that second box I bought that because I wanted to open Evolving Skies in the future. I thought maybe in 5 years' time, packs would be hard to find. I thought maybe I could pick one up for like, instead of buying a box for like 300 or 400, I could have one ready and just open it. Awesome Entei holo. Entei was really done well in the Sword and Shield era. The Battle Styles holo and the Evolving Skies holo, really cool. I got not many fire Pokemon in Evolving Skies. Got side up. Some water Pokemon. I think I'm missing Ludicolo holo, I think, there. This is my holo set. So because I knew it would be impossible to complete this set, I was going for every card that was holo or lower in rarity. So none of the Vs, none of the VMAXs, just the holos and lower. And I'm actually pretty close. I wonder if maybe I should go back and try and pick some of these up. So yeah, that brings us to the present, where it's only been 4 years, less than 4 years since the release of Evolving Skies. And instead of 300 or 400 a box like I thought might be the case, it's 2,800 Australian dollars right now on eBay if you want an Evolving Skies box. Which is like just insanity to cost that much for what you actually get. Which is some really nice cards, like this lantern here. I like this lantern. Focus never does well when there's cards in the background. There you go. That's just a cool card. Just an uncommon, but I love the artwork. So yeah, at this point, I don't even know what to do with that box. It's just become an expensive prop, like a collection piece, if nothing else. Like, I don't want to open it, because it's just throwing money away to open it at this point. I don't really want to sell it either, just because the risk in that one transaction. And then you never get it back again once you sold it. Mickey Tanaka Hypno here. Probably one of the better works there. Of course, you still have this single strike, rapid strike Floette. Is that a Florges I'm missing there? Yeah, so that brings us to what's the future for Evolving Skies? which I think a lot of people are interested in. A lot of people have bet heavily buying up booster boxes at like $1,500 US, something crazy like that. And it's definitely an iconic set, even though these cards I'm showing off now, they're not the reason anyone's buying the set. The reason people are buying the set is the Moonbryon, you got the Rayquaza, even like the Noivern, the other evolutions. Those are the big hit cards that are going to sell the box in the future. Or even just selling the packs, because I think at this point, there was a time in like 2022, 2023, where like once a week on Reddit, someone will post a box being opened and show off the hits. Whereas that's kind of dried up now, and I think with the price being so high, we've moved into like a phase of single pack openings. That's a cool Zoroark. I do like these holders. So instead of someone buying a box to open, they're going to be buying a few packs to open. Still trying to hit the Moonbryon, but the current pack price I looked in eBay Australia is $60 a pack, which is a lot for a single pack, especially when what you're probably going to get is like a non-holo Altaria as your hit for the pack. But if you add that up, so if you get 360 packs, 36 packs of Evolving Skies, it only adds up to like $2,160, which is like significantly less than the $2,800 box price right now. And so I think that means it'll take some time for, it'll take these packs being opened over time before the boxes really become decent value again. That's a cool holo as well. Single strike Dialga. Because what should happen is the boxes should hold a premium, but then as the packs themselves get opened one at a time, over time the packs become scarce, and then as the packs become scarce, the price of the packs rise until they're close enough to the booster box that that extra liquidity you get from the loose packs makes it so that people start cracking boxes to get the loose packs, which then means the boxes have less supply, the packs have more supply, and so the market corrects back to that original point. These, if you ever seen Evolving Skies openings, these three here are the holy trinity of disappointment. I've seen so many packs with the Flapple, the Appleton, and the Drampa that to me these have become like iconic cards now. Obviously they're worth like nothing, but I think this is so cool. This one in particular, this Kamiya art on the Drampa, if I can get it to focus, it's really cool. That's just like crazy. Insane art. Yep, there's that regular rare. Yeah, the three dragons in particular, the three dragons of disappointment. That's what they should be called. So yeah, in the long term, I think Evolving Skies boxes will do great, but in the short term, I think you just have to be careful because right now, a lot of them are held by investors. And a lot of these investors, they're borrowing on margin, they're spending money where they don't have any savings left over for emergencies. And I think that makes like the beautiful Eevee. I always thought that was such a cool card and so fitting for like the Evolving Skies theme. Really cool. Whose art is that? That's Fishy. So cool. But yeah, if there's any financial pressure in the future, that any like unemployment jump that leads to people having to sell their boxes, it could be a quick drop in price for Evolving Skies in the short term. Slacking Holo, I'm missing. The last of the non-holos into the trainers. Trainers never really been my thing. I don't think I ever built an Evolving Skies deck. So yeah, whenever you're buying, you want to be careful, like who's holding the boxes. Are they collectors? Like someone like me, that box I've got, I mean, it'll probably just sit in my collection forever. I'll bring it out as an expensive prop from time to time. But some people are like, they're relying on these Evolving Skies boxes to fund their like retirement. Or they think they're gonna make them rich. So be careful at what price point you buy into and what expectations you have for how long it'll take to get a return from the box. So that's it for the Evolving Skies holo set. I really should finish that. I don't need that many more cards to complete that binder. And then at the end of the video, I thought I'd show off a few single cards. So these, just ones I've picked up from, I think this was in my original box, Dracozolt VMAX. The one I opened of the two. Wasn't a great box, wasn't a terrible box either. That was my big hit. No alt arts. Dralodon VMAX, I actually bought this close to release. I just saw it on eBay once. Thought it was a good price, picked it up. Obviously in terms of value, it's not like, it's just a part of my collection. I like it. We've got Dralodon VMAX Alt Art. I actually think this card is like pretty underappreciated. I think the art is super cool. Obviously it's not showing up well. Maybe I'll take it out. Oh, spoilers. Take it out of the sleeve. Top loader. This card right now is less than the cost of a pack. You could buy on Australian eBay a pack of Evolving Skies for $60, or you could buy one of these for like $45. And I know what I would rather have. Although of course, if you buy the single, you don't have the chance. It could be anything when you open a pack of Evolving Skies. It could even be a Dralodon VMAX. So that's a cool card. I like that one a lot. I think it's underappreciated. And then finally, this one is one of the big boys, Leafeon VMAX. The story about this card, I actually got this about 6 months ago, and I got it in a kids collection. So it was posted on eBay. I think their mother must have posted it, and it was $280 Australian for a binder of some really beat up cards. So obviously a kids collection, obviously just like played with, enjoyed, as they should be. So we got a little bit of damage here. This card was actually kind of bent when I got it. I just straightened it out in the top loader and it's actually turned out alright. Yeah, there's a whole collection. There was a Leafeon V alt art with about 10 creases in it. So I sold that. Got $90 for it, which is pretty decent. A bunch of celebrations cards, which I've sold. So I'm probably down to like $100 or so for the whole collection now. And this Leafeon, which is really cool. You can definitely see why people love Evolving Skies. But yeah, I think this set has a really bright future, just to collect, enjoy, be careful if you're investing. And that's it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.